It is like water. All right, let's get started. So we've had a lot of snow and rain here in New Jersey, and we need to get this car looking fresh and clean. And here's a great hack on how we're gonna do that. First, I'm just gonna do a little maintenance wash with our Jersey Devil waterless wash. This is the intention of Jersey Devil. It's not a coating. And don't forget about your windows. We're gonna use our Bling window cleaner. Just 2 spritzes onto the glass, and then a wipe will get rid of all the dirt and the grime pretty easily. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Why am I prepping this car for you today? Well, this is just after the Jersey Devil. There are plenty of scratches in there. A nice little tip that I was told many years ago, that is, if you see a scratch like this, and if you lick your finger and you wipe it, and if that for a second or two hides the scratch, then that means that that scratch can safely be removed. If you were to wipe it with your slobbery spitty finger and you could still see the scratch through that it would be too deep to be removed safely, or at least you'd have to go down to the wet sanding process. With a dark color vehicle, there's really only one option, and that's the LVR358 foam pad polish and glaze. And since there is a bit of scratching, I will be using a microfiber cutting pad. This is a good example here of what happens when the pad is too dry and there's not enough product. You can see it's kind of cloudy and gummy. There's these little lines in between. You can almost see the outline of the pad here, and things just look messy. It's not a smooth, straight, continuous form. And I've been cooking it because we are using a polish as a almost paint correction tool as well. So to me, this is a sign that I'm gonna flip pads and get a new pad on there, because this is just gonna be a pain in the butt to work with for the rest of the day. A new, obviously, microfiber cutting pad. Here's the one I was using. So you can see the differences with this one's got a lot of thickness. This one's kind of just worn down. If you clean, this would be fine when you clean it. Put it through even just a washer and dryer with water, no liquid detergent. But if you can, there's a lot of different ways you can clean your pads. As long as you keep it lubricated with a new pad, then we'll be good to go. And that's kind of why I do the quote unquote street detailer way. When we're out in the field and we got to get things done, it's not as pretty as a guy would show you on a YouTube channel. See the difference here? 403 would, if there was more in the pad, it would be more straight and even, but you can tell the difference between a worn pad and a fresh pad, because we're looking at essentially straight lines, nice and clean. And the only reason this is kind of more translucent is because we don't have a lot built up in the pad yet. I mean, again, night and day with the worn pad versus the clean. We'll call it a clean pad. It's not fair to call that pad worn, because, I don't wash it. I should wash it because that's the right thing to do. So this is what I'm referring to. You can see the scratch, and I licked it, and you can see the scratch regardless of. So that to me is a sign that that's gonna need, some extra work. I hear a nice songbird outside. It kind of makes me want to go out and take some photos of it and put it all over Xtreme's Instagram and YouTube. So the boys get angry at me there for being artsy. Unclean pad, clean pad. This is our Black Diamond paste wax. No secret, I love paste waxes. This is a carnauba paste wax. That is, of course, black. So here's the benefits to this product versus the new top of the line stuff. This is top of the line, but the new age stuff. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You are never going to get the gloss and the depth, more importantly, the depth. That carnauba has a richness to it that the new stuff today just doesn't have. The new stuff destroys this on protection. If you want to protect, ceramic is going to protect a paste wax carnauba way better against UV rays and stuff than, you know, the paste wax can handle with the UV. Any dark color car, you really want the depth. That's what you're looking at more. Even if you don't notice, you're at this thing can shine. What's the gloss meter reading? It's depth for a dark color car, especially a black car. So that's where this comes in. Now it's also a cheat, it's a hack, because I can cover some of these chips for the time being. Maybe 30 days or so until it wears off. Maybe until you can get some touch-up paint. Maybe if you don't care, the customer's not paying you. Especially if you're a professional. If you have a Nissan Rogue here, this is a 2020 Nissan Rogue, they pull it in, give me a detail. Do you have Nissan paint sitting around in your cabinet to do the touch-up paint on it? I doubt it. Maybe you do. Maybe you're more prepared than I am. You can apply this by machine with an orbital. I did that in a video earlier, but I'm gonna do it by hand because there's a little bit of nostalgia baked in there. I mean, it's like, yeah, dude, this is legit. I like to do circular motions, up and down, crisscross pattern. You can see just before it's even been wiped, the gloss that is just beaming off this product. And now, like, we're not gonna actually, you know, obviously remove the product. We're really just wiping it in and spreading it and removing excess. So you can see with this carnauba wax here, the built-in gloss and depth. You can see it versus this, versus what we haven't touched yet, so. You can tell right off the bat, we stopped right here. Black diamond, no black diamond. That's what I'm talking about, depth. You feel like you can see forever in here. Versus this side, that just is kind of more matte finished. It is like water. In my time as when I did customer service and customer relations for Xtreme on a full-time schedule, this was a customer favorite, this product. I'm telling you, I promise you, as your friend, off the record, I'm not BSing you. We've had this product for a long time. And I was a full-time employee with Xtreme for 5 or 6 years. And they've had this product long before then. Not a lot of companies have a black carnauba paste wax. Especially around here, I'm sure online on the internet there's some, but that was a big staple here in this area. I mean, really, it It was definitely a flagship product for sure. I mean, as a photographer, this is what I want to see. I would keep some microfibers set aside for this product because it will obviously turn them black. If you ask me if it comes out in the wash, I don't know, to be honest with you. I really don't know. I'm not pushing down at all. Like, I'm not. I mean, that's how easy it is to come off. If you overdo it, you'll see a little bit like some specks. I'm below the camera here, like you'll see the product kind of speck up a little bit. You just got to spread it out, that's all. It'll find somewhere to go. I made the analogy a while ago that, you know, your clear coat is kind of like your body. Like, you're only gonna absorb so much water, and really your clear coat is only gonna absorb so much product. So like, I put a lot on there. So if there's too much in the spot, just spread it. It'll find a home. You have something that's gonna give you a little bit of protection, and then you have something that's gonna hide some deep, deep scratches. You know, you can barely tell that scratch was here. That's the one we licked earlier. We licked it. Not me, we. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Give me a break with this. I put a product on directly after 403 foam pad polish. We're gonna keep a secret here from Xtreme Solutions. You understand me? This is between me and you. We were able to do that because we didn't have to prep for the black diamond paste wax. You can throw it on however. So we laid our 403 down. We put our black diamond directly on top of that. Textbook, Xtreme Solutions, corporate answer. Allow 403 to cure for 12 to 24 hours before applying a product. We don't want to damage those acrylics in 403, 404. If I'm losing you and you're like, what are you talking about? Go back and look at some 403 videos we have on our YouTube discussing the in-depth composition of 403 foam pad polish in glaze. Street rules, as I like to call it, what we're doing in the field. I was able to toss black diamond on because one, we didn't have to prep for with an IPA, and two, there's no solvents in that carnauba wax. So it's just gonna set on there, and in principle and in theory, it's not gonna damage those acrylics underneath. So don't ask me if you have to let 403 cure, because you do. You have to let it cure for 12 to 24 hours. Don't rat on me. Don't call Aaron and rat on me, please. So we gotta bring in the new age help. We gotta get this a little bit more protection than a month because it's winter. So we need to get a little bit more durability out of our black diamond wax. So here is where this old but good product comes in. This is our LVR358 Guardian. This is very similar to Magnum wax. It is a amino resin wax. So it's not a carnauba wax like black diamond. I keep pointing over there because that's where my black diamond tin is. It's not a carnauba wax like the black diamond. It's amino resin wax. Amino resins are extremely durable. They're really hard. You don't hear a lot about them because ceramics and graphene kind of stole the show. The difference between this and Magnum wax is this is a little bit better to put on by hand. I really feel like the heat generated with the DA and the Magnum wax work great, but we don't want to take a DA to this because of the 403. That DA and the heat might damage those acrylics. We're gonna lay our Guardian down on top of the black diamond to give it a little bit more of that real world protection. A couple dots of our Guardian, almost like if it was like a buffing pad. You can see the gloss in this as well. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some cross hatch as well, just to make sure that we have all the area covered. A couple wipes, and we're good to go. Guardian is a really good option to just top really quick, really easy by hand. Like I said, got those amino resins. This will need time to cure. You will need this to cure for 12 to 24 hours afterwards. It can get wet, just don't detergent wash or spray any kind of solvent-based topper on top of this. Topper is fine because topper doesn't have any cleaning or solvents in it. You can get away with that, but there's really no need to yet. Topper is kind of something we put on a couple days from now. So guys, a great 1-2 punch for your vehicle by hand, especially for dark color vehicles. We have the black diamond paste wax topped with Guardian. We got our depth, we got our carnauba, we got our glisten, we got our shine, we got our slickness. We're missing a little bit of protection. Pair it with some aminos. We got a great little topper coating for our vehicle. Put this on top of anything. This is great on top of ceramic coating. If you want to do a ceramic coating on your vehicle, toss some black diamond on, toss some Guardian on. These are great options for you to use among countless other things that are out there from us and from elsewhere. So pick your poison. Thank you guys for tuning in to my little hack here. Really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe down below, and to our Instagram and to our Facebook, so you are alerted when we make new videos and all of that great stuff. I'm going on a paste wax kick. Send me your favorite paste waxes and we can discuss them. For lighter color cars, we have a titanium paste wax. I would use that for the lighter color cars. This is not going to obviously stain a lighter color car, but the titanium is going to be a little easier to work with. So if you have something that is a silver or a white or a light color, you can use the titanium and then top with the Guardian as well if you so choose.